got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Denmark. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed near the marker, it's Hayes. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
On the run, it's Hayes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Powers through the defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Pulls and throws on the RPO. They bring him he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. Trying to rumble in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. Oh, it's on the ground. Nice ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't quite nudge punch it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. They're trying to slam it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they get it on the edge of the red zone and go 20 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Ripping through the defense. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed Hayes. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. An explosive play in the running game as he's got... down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get cooking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Syracuse right back at it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Denmark. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Fritz. Turning it on. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying to get the corner. Nice move there. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hayes. Breaks the tackle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That is confidence in your arm streak. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Penn State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snagged in the middle. It's McFadden. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Finds his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. To work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Unloads quickly. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got it in the middle, it's McFadden. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Syracuse right back at it.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got to...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using his legs, it's Hayes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Brings up 2nd down. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Motion from the wide receiver. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is...
Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Syracuse, 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get to the line quickly.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Come on, looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Big guy smells it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe the team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense, because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Orange now facing a third and short. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's McFadden. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McFadden.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Ready. From the gun, looking for a man. A little release to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 2nd down. Back's looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Quickly complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jeff.